we are. All right, here we are. Here we are. Here we are. All right, here we are. Here we are. All right, here we are. 2025 St. Francis Yacht Club Fall Dinghy. This is actually the day before. It starts tomorrow, but I'm here the day before to get the boat rigged up and all ready to go. Yeah, something I like to do. That way I'm not stressing the morning of putting the boat together. So yeah, especially since it's a good chance it'll be rainy and nasty all weekend. So well, it's nice and sunny out for now. But yeah, we got 11 boats in the fleet signed up. Because we got 6 boats from our fleet that are actually in Europe and Portugal doing the European Championships. But yeah, still got a solid fleet here. Stoked to be out here. I hope we get some good racing, and yeah, should be fun. But yeah, gonna rig up the boat now. So here we go. Alright, here we are. Actual day 1 of the St. Francis Yacht Club 2025 Fall Dinghy. And yeah, we're just rigged up, just kind of waiting. We're on postponement right now, waiting for this breeze to fill in. It's just filling in right now. And it was raining pretty good a little bit ago, so rain's clearing out. And hopefully we're going to go sailing soon. We're just all hanging out and just chilling. But yeah, should be some good times. Breeze is out of the south, which is really funky because it's going to be coming over the top of the hills here behind me. So it's going to be really puffy. And then we've got the flood tide going across the course. So that's going to make for an interesting course for those guys to set for us. But yeah, good times. All right, here we go. Enjoy.
It's warm out. This is so weird. Huh? It's warm out too. It's... Okay, you gotta come up. You gotta come up.
All right, so it's been a super challenging day for us here. We're struggling. We just haven't had a ton of time together in the boat this season. We've both been sailing big boats and other stuff, and so yeah, so we're really rusty with our maneuvers and everything. But we're trying to put up a fight. But we're also, it's just challenging for everybody out there. The cross current going across the channel and the breeze coming out of the south, which is not normal. But yeah, we're making the most of it. We're passing boats, we're crossing boats, so we're out there, we're having fun. But yeah, we wish it was blowing 15 to 20. But yeah, good times otherwise though. So yeah, so this is just some highlights A lot of this taking transoms, unfortunately, we didn't have the height because we didn't have the rig settings right, because we kept thinking the breeze was going to come up, and I should have changed them, but we didn't. So, yep. But still, good times out there. Yeah, here we are. Both of us are on the same side of the boat on the downwind, which is pretty rare. We had 4 races in this light, weird stuff. So like these puffs would come and we'd get all locked in, and then that was it. So, and that's how it was all day. So poor Mike was in and out on the wire all day, working out those knees. It's brutal in these conditions. So yeah. So hopefully the next day we have some breeze and we can get this thing on rails. Yeah, in the 4 races that we had this day, we had 3 really good races, or really good starts, and this was a good start here. And I just didn't realize that we didn't have our rig set up. We had our shrouds all the way back, like we were going to be going into breeze, and had the heavy jib up, and we're also pretty heavy, or we are the heaviest team out there. So yeah. So it was really, we could not hold a lane. So we learned from it. That's why I've got these videos. This is, it's great to share them with you guys, but it's mainly for Mike and I to look and go, holy crap, what were we doing? Like, because you can see everything. You can see our leeward shroud is slack right there. Our board should be a little bit lower. Our center board should be a little bit lower. Mike maybe could have been sitting in the boat a little bit more, and then look, we've got a big puddle of water. There's got to be like a gallon of water we're sloshing around in there. It's a sloppy day for us, and yeah, so we learn from these experiences, and hopefully we don't make those mistakes again. But yeah, yep, good times as usual. So at least the sun's kind of coming out here for a minute, and there's a little bit of more west in the breeze. So yeah, good times. Alright, so our fleet, even though we've got 10 boats out there on the line today, it's full of really amazing sailors, and there's several world champions at the front of the fleet here. Right here at the back, we're duking it out with a couple Olympians, one of them being a silver medalist. So yeah, so even those 10 boats, that's a tough 10 boats, and everybody in between is really, really good, and they've been sailing these boats forever, or just really good sailors. So yeah, so even though we're at the back of the pack, I don't feel horrible because we're in good company. So we're getting our butts kicked by really good sailors, and we're learning. So that's what it's all about. Mike and I are messing around here trying a little bit of what we call in the 505 fleet Euroing, and it's just something. It's a method that the Europeans started, where they would be even though it's pretty light air, they'd have the crew out on the wire and then the skipper down low. All right, here we are, day 2 of the fall dinghy regatta. So yesterday was horrible for us. Breeze never filled in. We're one of the biggest teams out here, like weight-wise, and we had some rig settings wrong, just because we thought the breeze was going to come up, and it just never did, and wrong jib up. So yeah, today's a new day. Stoked to get out there. Sun's coming out right now, which is great. We're waiting for the breeze to fill, but it's supposed to start blowing here soon. So I think by like 3 o'clock today, it's supposed to. There's a big squall coming through, and we're supposed to be in the 20s with the breeze. So yeah, so new day. See how it goes. All right.
Like 60% of the time, it's like 20 knots. It's like pretty surprisingly windy.
Yeah, Long Beach racings are generally...
I've sailed like Long Beach racing.
All right, day 2, race 1, and we start out with a pretty crappy start. There was a big shift, big lefty right at the start, and so yeah. So now we're standing at everybody's transoms where we're right midline, feeling like we're looking pretty good when this happened. So yeah, so another crappy tech, no speed out of it, but there's breeze. Mike and I love the breeze. We're gonna get this thing going, get it on rails, get caught up and get in the mix here. Alright, so we're catching up to everybody here, but yep, we just had a crappy launch on our spinnaker pole. Our pole launcher line got twisted, and so Mike had to come back in and relaunch it, so super slow. A bit of a bummer, so it's our indicator that it's time to put new pole launcher lines on, because when they get tired out, they start twisting a bunch on you. So yep, we're going to upgrade them to the continuous loop version, so yeah. All part of it. Yep, we can see him a little upset there, but you know what? We're both sitting on the same side of the boat. We're starting to rip along here. We're going to get caught up here and have some fun. So you'll see some smiles here shortly. So the port jibe was a bit awkward here, just because we got the ebb tide, the current going from right to left, and so it's just kind of making it weird. You know, it's awkward on the blades, and it's not like it's a half a knot tide. It's like 2+ knots of tide going on, or current going on. So it just makes it feel a little awkward, and like I'm noticing that we heal a lot to weather on port when we're going across that current. But yep. It's all part of it. Here we go. We're going to get ripping and get in there. There's the leading group right here. So we've caught back up. Alright, so I got the GPS turned on for this this round, and here we go. Yeah, pretty good set, and off we go. And yeah, this should be a pretty fun downwind for us there. We're in the middle of it, and yeah, feeling good. and stoke is high again, and yeah, we always love it when this boat's ripping. It's such an awesome feeling, especially with the two of us working hard together, and we're rewarded with this awesome speed. Love this boat. So you can't tell in the video, but this whole downwind we've had a boat just sitting on our hip the entire time. So we've been trying to scoot out from underneath them, and it's been a struggle. But you know, we're hanging, we're having fun here. But yeah, you're gonna see our buddies here. Yep, there they come. Good times. So they roll over the top of us, and now we're gonna come back and return the favor. So yeah. We got in the habit of this weekend of kind of banging the corners and not, you know, staying down the middle of the course, probably just trying to minimize our maneuver since we're not that smooth right now. So but yeah, so these guys all start to jibe away, and we just keep ripping along here because we're in a pretty good puff right here, which is good, but we might have needed to consolidate and stick with the fleet, but we're having fun. So, I mean, the boat's ripping. Alright, not our best rounding here. Puff just came up right here, right when Mike was going out on the wire. And then, of course, I dumped the sheet. And look, Mike goes flying, but it's his windsurfing days that have paid off. And he just finds the rail and gets back out there. Good times. There goes our starboard spinnaker pole launcher line again, twisted up on us, costing us boat lengths. We're right there on these guys' heels, so Mike has to come in and deal with it. So yep, big problem that needs to be dealt with because it's the exact same thing every single time, and not realizing until after watching the video over and over here and going, crap, there we go again. So yep, all part of it, but here we go, ripping, having a blast. Mike's out there fully extended on the wire. It's a good time when that's happening. All right, so we're coming in here to the finish of the last race, and it's hard to tell, but right off the bow there, you can see it there in the hills. Big storm cell coming in, and yeah, so race committee got us off the water right after this because it was going to pick up to the high 20s and just be absolutely pouring. So we made it back to the dock just before it started really raining. So and then, yeah, we're all kind of de-rigging in the rain, and then yeah, and then during the wards it was pouring pretty good. So yeah, good times, good weekend. We learned a ton, and yeah, lots to improve on for sure. But yeah, had a good time. Stoked to have Mike out there in the wire, and yeah. All right, we are back here at the Alameda Community Sailing Center. So I couldn't do the debrief yesterday when we were packing up the boat because it was pouring rain. So yeah, so now it's next day. It's nice and sunny here in Alameda, and yeah, so Sunday was crazy. I think it was like blowing 8 to 25 knots. Out of the south, and like with like 30-degree shifts. It was crazy challenging, but it was awesome. It felt like the downwinds felt like sailing up at the gorge, the Columbia River Gorge, where you just get these like puffs and be like 30 degrees down, and like you're like all of a sudden just pointed at the mark and just lit up. So yeah, but good time. So we did a lot better on Sunday. We were actually in the middle of it and doing pretty good, but making a lot of boat handling mistakes. But that's what happens when you don't have time in the boat, or recent time in the boat. So yeah, so that's the plan here at the beginning of the year, is just get as much time in the boat as possible. But yeah, right now, so that was our last event for the year with the 505. So got the boat all packed up and ready to winter. So but yeah, so thanks for watching, and yeah, look forward to some more sailing content and rigging content. So yeah, Rogue Rigger out.